Hello there my friends, my name is Riskovish and today I'm bringing you a video on Warhammer 2 Total War. With Warhammer 3 on the horizon and not many opportunities for Lords to make it into Warhammer 2, this video will look at how one of the remaining slots could belong to Kurt Helborg, Reichsmarshal of the Empire. To begin with, CA stated at the launch of Warhammer Total War that the game was built off 8th edition tabletop, and they later stated that they wanted to bring all factions up to the same standard. If we go by the most developed faction, the Lizardmen, this means 6 lords and a legendary hero is likely to be that standard. Conveniently enough, the Empire's 8th edition has exactly 6 lords, 4 of which are already in the game, and of the 2 remaining ones, one is Kurt Helborg. In terms of start positions, while Kurt Helborg is the Reichsmarshal of the Empire, Karl Franz already controls the Reichland province. However, Kurt is mentioned to have fought in several other locations including Kislev and, more importantly, southern Araby in the Southlands. This is where the imperial colony of Sudenburg is located, and it is present on both the Vortex and Mortal Empire's map, which is a trait quite often associated with playable factions. Sudenburg's in-game location, however, is currently wrong. The settlement lore-wise should actually be where the Plains of Tuska settlement is, with Antok, a destroyed Crusader city, taking its place in its current location. The Plains of Tuska settlement is also located in the Land of the Dervishes province in Mortal Empires and the Shifting Sands province in the Vortex. The settlement changing provinces between the campaigns may seem weird at first, but it prevents a contested starting position with Clan Eschen in the Vortex that starts in the Land of the Dervishes province, but is moved to the Darklands for the Mortal Empires. This means that the Plains of Tuska settlement could be renamed to Sudenburg and be a start location for Kurt Helborg, while the current Sudenburg location could be renamed to Antok, preventing a clash with Clan Eschen. Additionally, Antok was actually destroyed by Hexotal's Lord Master Monday, and now Tic-Tac-Toe, a flight master from Hexotal, starts in the adjacent province, which could be a nod to this. Araby is also heavily populated by Bretonnian Crusaders. Even the destroyed city of Antok was Bretonnian in origin. However, Sudenburg is unique in the area as it is an imperial colony, so adding an Empire Lord would be both unique and help to represent the politically fragmented nature of Araby. CA ruling out any current plans for Araby could also be due to existing content being planned in the area. This concept is further backed up by the inclusion of Clan Eschen in the Land of the Dervishes in Araby for the Vortex campaign. Warhammer 2 Total War also has a lot of unique campaigns, which have arguably taken inspiration from past Total War games. The Hunter and the Beast, for example, felt like a perfected version of the Americas campaign for Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms. In the same way the Spanish had to be aggressive to receive reinforcement armies, technology and the backing of the Spanish homeland, Marcus Wolfart also had to expand to receive imperial supplies and the backing of the Elector Counts. Likewise, the natives had to be aggressive against the Spanish to stop them overrunning the New World, which is the same with Nikai's campaign where the Huntsmarshal's expedition controls a large amount of Lustria and can expand further very quickly. In the same way Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms had a Crusader campaign, the base game of Medieval 2 Total War also used Crusades as a basic mechanic for almost all Western factions. This could be recycled and improved to make Kurt Helborg an improved Crusader kingdom for Warhammer 2 Total War, and would also help to differentiate him from other lords in the game. Kurt Helborg, Reichsmarshal of the Empire, also offers a new playstyle for the Empire, as a cavalry focused army built around knightly orders, and this could be used to buff heavy cavalry in the campaign as a result. Karl Franz does already buff Reichsguard, but since Gorak and Krok are both buff Saurus warriors, having 2 lords buff 1 unit would not be new, especially since they both have a connection to Reichsguard. Kurt Helborg also has potential as both a free LC and a DLC lord, as while there is already a lot of cavalry units he could buff, he also has a connection to missing units such as Knights Panther, which are known to have fought in Araby, alongside other units such as Grandmasters and the Knights of the White Wolf, to which he shares a thematic connection. It should also be mentioned that the Empire are lagging behind on Lords, finishing Game 1 with 3 Lords when the other core races of the old world had 4 or 5 in the case of the Vampire counts. It is looking increasingly likely that almost all of the core races will finish Warhammer 2 with 5 Lords, or more in the case of the Lizardman, so even with the Hunter and the Beast DLC, the Empire are still lagging behind on 4. Adding Kurt Helborg would finally bring the Empire in line with the other factions, and since the Empire is one of the most played factions, it is likely to be well received by players. Plus, given Kurt's connection to both Araby and Knightly Orders, there is unlikely to be a better chance or time to add him to the game. It is also worth talking about the remaining Empire 8th edition Lord, Marius Leitdorf, and the situation in which the Empire finds itself in Warhammer 3. The Empire does not have a huge presence in Warhammer 3, with the closest thing being the Kislevite wheatlands in the north of the Darklands. Marius Leitdorf, however, is unpopular and is largely unwelcomed by other elected counts due to his outrageous actions, which include but are not limited to brutally putting down a halfling rebellion, fraternising with the daughters of other noble houses, seeking advice from his horse, and campaigns against imaginary foes. He is, however, one of the most loyal retainers of Karl Franz, and so the Emperor could task him with leading an expedition to the Darklands to prevent him from causing conflicts with the other elected counts. The political conflicts caused by the Mad Count were so bad that Ludwig Schwarzhelm, the Emperor's champion and a potential legendary hero for the Empire, was tasked with monitoring the Mad Count and ensuring that his notoriously unpredictable behaviour did not imperil the Empire any further. This could be used both as a game mechanic and as a reason to add them together in Warhammer 3. Both also have a bad reputation with Kurt Helborg, Ludwig due to his rivalry as a swordsman, and Marius Leitdorf due to his insulting comments in which he described Kurt as having a poor moustache, an even worse dental hygiene, and a horrible sense of humour to rival a troll. Marius Leitdorf, however, is also known as an accomplished inventor, which could be used to associate him with master engineers and also to add them to the Empire roster. This sadly brings us to the end of the video. If you have stayed to the end, thank you very much for watching, I do appreciate it. Someone did comment last time that I was slurring my words slightly, which is a habit that has come out of nowhere, but I have tried to talk slower and clearer in this video to improve the quality. So with all that said and done, that is all for now, and I hope to see you next time.